We are back here on Girl Talk. We have been joined by Adrianne Weissman. Thank you so much, Evelyn and Arthur. And I love the fact that Jeremy had to shush us because we're just talking, chit-chatting away a little bit about the store. You look fantastic. But we want to talk a little bit today about Evelyn and Arthur, how you all started.
Well, my parents started in 1985. They were snowflakes, I called them, in Florida, where it was like short weekends every now and then, as opposed to snowbirds who stay longer.
Right.
Okay. And my father had retired early. He was a manufacturer of women's sportswear in New York, and bored, and decided to open a store. And so they opened a store in Palm Beach, and the rest is history, and that was in '85.
And we've been connecting because they are in the location now that the old Porcupine was in, and the coolest thing is the staff that was with the Porcupine is still with you.
No kidding.
It was so important that, I mean, my whole thing was like I wanted to adopt the staff, and Avis was really, it was very special to her that her staff have a good home. That was really, really important to her, and so that was the real basis for us doing this.
Talk to me a little bit about your demographic and what kind of clothing you have, because yes,
it's trending.
It's trending, right. You know, our demographic is, 35, to 7.
Plus.
Yes, 35 plus is a good way to put it.
It is.
And, how women dress today is much different than how people used to dress, So it's much more casual, and people don't dress for theater or for church or for the airports the way people used to dress up for the airports. So it's lifestyle clothing, and it's what makes you feel good, and it's all about the fit. So you can look contemporary, you can look stylish, but it fits your body. And that's really, really important to us.
The kiss of death is, that makes you look matronly. I'm like, oh,
who's ever said that?
No, well, I mean, but
correct.
As we get older, we don't want to look 16, but I don't want to look
because even like when we were doing the sweater sets, the coordinated sweater sets and pants, and then when we didn't want to, we had them for so many years, and we had to give them up, and then there's still the lady who wants them, and so we would carry them again, and the woman who was 80 came into the store, and she goes, "Oh, that's too matronly," and I'm going, "Well, who is it for then?"
Right, exactly.
So then we knew that was the end of that. No more of those.
How would you describe what's in? I'm looking at you, and we were talking about it's more the blend, right? Than the set.
Correct, because this is like two different patterns together. This is Lafayette 148. We're actually doing a trunk show now, and we still carry it in the store. Porcupine carried it. We actually carried it in our stores as well. So there are some crossover lines. Okay. But you're mixing colors. You're having prints, and a lot of like trends aren't necessarily. It's what looks good on your body.
Got it.
If you like a fitted pant and a straight leg pant, and that's good for you, that's great. And if your legs are a little fuller and you want a wider pant and a legging isn't good for you, then you wear a fuller pant. But we carry it all.
Modify.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Right. Well, and here's the scoop as far as I'm concerned, knowing that the staff has been there, this is a staff of pros.
Oh, they are amazing.
And, oh my gosh, they're not going to let you walk out in something that doesn't look great on you. But I will say this, they will stretch and stretch your horizons. In other words, Patty, Karen will often come in and say, I really think you should try this on. Right? I'm like, oh. And then you're like, oh, must have.
Look at me.
And we even still carry, we carry some shoes, not the collections that they used to have. We're still trying to get more. But they even bring in shoes as an accessory. It's not like, when you go shoe shopping.
Right.
They will say, I've got a great pair of shoes just to put on with this. And they'll have you put the shoes on. It's like just a different way of looking at like buying shoes.
As opposed to you and I coming in our flip-flops.
Right.
Just saying.
We design outfits around our shoes.
That's right.
Sadly.
Right, so it's like, it's like, and then so you're able to teach like even my staff in Florida who have been with us for like 18 years and 20 years, and we have longevity there as well. As, and so it's nice that the Porcupine girls had longevity, and they were so happy to stay with us because they knew what my staff was down in Florida.
So for those few people who haven't been to Evelyn and Arthur said it's a must go, I really appreciate your time coming up here from Florida.
Thank you.
Again, Beaufort's kind of pretty, huh?
Oh, Beaufort is gorgeous.
I love it.
I'm just gorgeous. And I thank you so much.
You're welcome. Stay with us. There's more to come here on Girl Talk.